Hello and welcome back to the channel as well as another episode of Astral Ascension. With the help of the community, the Discord community, as well as the dev himself, we have finally found a way, well, hopefully found a way to get Iris to accept our earbuds. So, yeah, this is yet another save, I should say. Yeah, this is another. Where is it? Let me check some stuff. Yeah, this is yet another save, but let me just do one more thing. I don't know why it didn't skip past this point, so I just assumed that we never picked this one. So yeah, the last episode we also restarted like one more time to like just try and see whether we picked that up option before, but I don't know. I feel like I picked this one during my first run, unless I forgot. But yeah, this is where Iris decides to not tell us anything regarding her time as a mercenary, I think. So yeah, I picked the second one, but it didn't skip for some reason. I know what that tone means. That means no more questions. I read you loud and clear, boss. I pretend to zip up my lips. She raises her brow. Not sure if that's a right option, but yeah, I really want to at least reach the scene where she accepts our earbuds. But there's also a CG that we actually missed, because I don't even know that we have a CG, which is back in the first mission with Iris. So a moment later, the door slides open. Yeah, this part is the same. I'm just gonna skip this entire part.
I've got something.
Yeah, this is
So, stuck with the captain, huh?
we're gonna also be a bit consistent as well, where we pick like the third option most of the time. We also checked out most of the things here. Yeah, we're not gonna meet up with anyone. We're gonna meet Luna and Vela on the ship, or should I say on the, how do I put it? In the lounge. Yeah, I'm gonna act as cold as possible. Thanks. And a moment later, Iris and Kai both enter the lounge, cutting our conversations short. Yeah, this part will be this. Oh, thanks for the welcome. Of course. Yeah, if they skip a voice dialogue, means that we already chose those options, so we're just gonna skip. Don't ask questions. Yeah, for the Iris run, I'm just gonna keep picking the third option to keep it consistent, so we have like varied personalities throughout the 3 runs. I'm surviving. Yeah, all these yeah, with the Zeke doesn't matter. Finally we arrived. Of course it was. I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't think that matters to her, but because yeah, I really can't tell what she's thinking. Yeah, she's literally, Iris has the personality of literally a typical girl you'll see in real life. Yeah, just don't act weird, or like don't be an asshole. Just be respectful. But yeah, Iris is like that. Basically, you'll just see any girl you'll see like in real life. It could be a stranger or it could be a friend. Like, just don't be an ass, as I keep saying. I don't think this part matters. Yeah, we haven't picked the first one. Feeling the awkwardness of staring at my new captain's backside, I look away, focusing on the floor of the ventilation shaft instead. The vent is narrow enough to ensure I can't stray off the course or take a wrong turn. So I keep my gaze on my hands. Will we just bump into her later? Suddenly, the side of my face hits something warm and soft. What the? There shouldn't be any obstacles in the vent. Slowly, realization dawns as I recognize Iris's legs. That means there's only one thing I could be pressed against. Did I fucked it up again? I scramble backwards and nearly run into another warm body.
Whoa!
Sorry. My face fills with color as I settle back down. And I'm grateful Iris can't see me. To my relief, she doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything. Instead, she works on opening the vent.
Grate's open. Let's go.
I hope I didn't mess that up, but we crouch down near the wall to wait for Kai, and I turn to face Iris. Look, in the vent. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching where I was going. Her cheeks turn pink as she coughs.
It's fine. Just watch. It's fine. Just watch.
Okay, yeah, I thought there was something ahead, but okay, her face reddens.
Or rather, pay attention to where you're heading next time.
Not sure if that's a right or wrong option, but yeah, she did blush. I'm not wondering how not looking at someone's booty still ended up with me seeming like a pervert. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Iris. Kai emerges from the vent and joins us. He glances at the guard. Yeah, let's make another scum save right here. We need to deal with him. I'm gonna be proactive. I accidentally picked this one as a default because yeah, third run, which means third option. But this time I'm gonna pick this one because we never picked this one before. I can get him, but I'll need you to draw his attention.
On it.
Kai creeps towards the guard, staying out of sight, while I move in the shadows along the edge of the room. As I near the target, Kai kicks the potted plant in front of the desk. It tumbles to the ground, startling the guard out of his chair. Before he can say anything, I dart forward and wrap my arm around his neck, covering his mouth with my free hand. The guard struggles before falling unconscious in my arms. Lowering him back into his chair, I put his hat down to cover his eyes.
Nicely done.
Thanks. Iris gives us a nod of approval before she leads us down an unlit corridor. This part will be the same. Yeah. This is where we could mess things up. And there's also a CG here. So this time, hide. Quick, we have to hide. Kai dives behind a nearby photocopier that's just large enough to obscure him from view, and Iris has already vanished. I glance wildly around me and spot a nearby supply closet. Perfect. I step inside, pulling the door closed and plunge myself into darkness. As I take in the tight surroundings of the closet, I feel something warm against me. I notice the pink hair illuminated by the thin streaks of light coming through the door. Is that Iris? What is the correct one here? Move to give us some space. Sorry. Iris presses a finger to my lips and listens intently. I actually can't see inside. Maybe I could turn my brightness. Yeah, you can kind of see the CG here, but I can't actually see it that clearly. I stay rooted to the spot, wondering if she can hear the pounding in my chest. Her finger is still on my lips, and I don't know if I should say something. Instead, I try not to think about how soft her touch is. Finally, Iris relaxes. She seems to notice her hand for the first time, and her eyes widen as realization dawns. Heat rises up from my neck and into my face. I hope she doesn't think I was keeping her. I hope she doesn't think I was keeping her hand there on purpose. Through the dark, I catch a soft pink in her cheeks as she quickly snatches her hand away. At the same time, I stumble back, trying to create space between us in the cramped closet. But my shuffling unbalances a box that threatens to tumble down. Luckily, Iris reaches over me. How big is this supply closet? It looks kinda big for a supply closet. Luckily, Iris reaches over me and her fast reflexes pushes the box back in place. That was a close call. I breathe a sigh of relief and I'm suddenly acutely aware of her body pressed against me. Somehow we're even closer than we were before. It seems like Iris notices the same thing as I feel her body tense up. The blush is back in her cheeks as her gaze meets my own. My face feels like it's on fire. I hope it's dark enough that she can't tell just how much I'm blushing. Before either of us can move, the door is pulled wide open. We freeze, both blinking at the light. Standing in the doorway, Kai pauses, clearly surprised, before sliding into a coy grin. He winks at me.
Oh, now I see why you jumped into that closet so fast.
No, it's not what you're thinking. We're only like this because there's no space in here.
Well, there's plenty of space now.
Iris immediately scrambles off of me. Her blush deepens when she accidentally meets my eyes, and she quickly looks away. Ignoring Kai snickering, she clears her throat.
Focus. Let's keep moving.
Without waiting for us to follow, Iris hurries down the hall while Kai and I rush after her. We continue down the hall, and it isn't long before we find the service elevator.
This is it.
And this entire part will be the same. We're just gonna keep skipping this part. And I think there will be an additional dialogue right after that. This part will be the same until somehow we will meet Iris. Third option? It's in line with what I was expecting to do, so no problems here. I'm not sure whether this appears because of the script or did I actually choose the wrong option back then. But I'm pretty sure this is just scripted. My cheeks warm as I remember what happened in the closet. I should probably clear things up to avoid any misunderstandings. Yeah, this is also like some dialogue with her. I forgot which option is the best one here, but worst case scenario, we're just gonna go back and re-pick all over again. Hey, Iris.
About before.
We both pause and blink, then we smile. I guess we were both thinking the same thing. Sorry, go ahead.
There was a box that was falling from the shelf, so I moved in to catch it. I just want to be clear about what happened there.
Yeah, I understand. It was my fault that it fell in the first place since I was trying to create a little space. I remember how her body pressed against me when she moved, and my blush deepens. When I glance at Iris, her cheeks are also red.
Oh, good. Anyway, I'm glad we got that sorted out.
I nod.
What happened between us will remain a secret. Is that clear?
Despite her lingering blush, I cannot mistake the level of authority in her voice as she meets my eyes. I wanna be an asshole, but I wanna default to the second option, but I also don't wanna be an asshole because I'm worried that she will decline. Second option, you know what? Let's just default. If we fail, we just retry from that mission. I'm gonna keep the scum save right there because There's also the other option to stay quiet. Wait, so are you saying something did happen between us? Iris... Oh. Iris's blush deepens, but she flashes me a warning look as her lips gather into a stern pout.
If that's what you got out of that sentence, then you're very much missing the point.
I laugh. Don't worry, I was kidding. I hear you loud and clear. No one will get a peep out of me. Iris shoots me one last look before she relaxes and nods. Yeah, Iris is the one that her pupils would get bigger when she pouts. What about Kaido? He did see us in there. Iris crosses her arms, a confident look in her eyes. And that background music is not very... It gives me bad vibes.
Don't worry about him. He and I already had a chat, and he's been highly encouraged to keep this situation to himself.
Okay, now I'm scared. I'm not going to ask how you managed that.
That's probably for the best. Let's just say I'm glad you and I were able to come to a more diplomatic understanding.
I see. A smell sends a shudder down my spine. Iris can be pretty scary when she wants to be. I yawn, a sudden wave of tiredness washing over me.
You should get some rest.
Yeah, we can skip this part. And the upbeat music is back for like a second before, you know. Anyway, we're just gonna keep skipping. Skip. I haven't thought about it. I'm not making a face. Put the thought out of my mind and focus on flying the ship. Keep skipping. I still don't trust it. Cut the bullshit. Just stay out of my way. Yeah, the third option is so in line with our skipping tactic, you know? Yeah, it kind of feels like, okay, cut the bullshit, let's just skip this part. You know, in a way, it kind of implies that way. I'm glad the mission was successful. Luna drags Iris off the
That
ship.
just leaves the three of us.
Take the weight off. Do a normal jump. I can respect that, and Vela's arms were just flailing because all of the animations are going on at once. Like it tried to skip the one animation to the next, and then keeps doing so. Keep skipping. I feel like this is more in line as a third option. Don't question it. Walk alongside her. This time we're not gonna just fruit. Keep skipping. Yay. Hello, Iris. Yeah, sure. Her biting is a tell. What if I do this? I demonstrate by biting my lower lip in a normal lip bite. Iris nods.
Ah, I see. Thanks for showing me. This is very helpful for me to know.
No problem. Truth be told, I'm more surprised that you're not learning this about yourself. Has someone ever mentioned this tale of yours before? I think this part is the same. Just nothing else. Oh, wait, what? Did I Yeah, it's just... I think we just skipped that part. I don't think it matters, though. I hope the skipping part doesn't actually... I shrug. I didn't notice anything else. Iris nods. Oh yeah, we actually seen that part. Or maybe it was just me, but yeah, we're just gonna skip through everything. Wow, you got me a cake. This is nice. Thanks. I don't need a gift. I feel like I wanna... The first option seems more in line with what we're gonna do, but we've seen all the options already. Actually, I think. Ask Iris what the pledge is. Not like the one in the books. But if we still do not get some of the parts, I think in some scenarios with her, I wanna pick the options other than the third option, because yeah, as proven, the closet scene is the first option. So I think I'm thinking on. Sorry, I've been busy. There's a guy too. This one. She thinks she's so clever. Yeah, I'm just gonna be in line with my default third option personality, kinda. But I think with Celeste, it's fine if we choose any other options. Because, yeah, we can be different with family. More open with family. Team Eidos is blasting off again. Just accept her help. We're gonna skip the entire Nebula Storm. Skip again. I'm paid to do this. There's also one option that we haven't seen on the third one.
We're all good, thanks to you. Going through a complete nebula storm and coming out with no ship damage is unheard of.
I thought we already picked this during the first run, but I think there was an update since. But yeah, I think after the update they thought I didn't read that. We can skip this part as well. Not even real. I rather not. I'm okay. Yeah, it's really in line with the skipping strat, or with the. It's kind of in line with us skipping the story. Hey, I think just doing my job. Yeah. You pay me to pilot the Eidos, so keeping it in one piece is just part of the job.
While that may be true, it doesn't diminish the level of skill needed to accomplish what you did today. Keep up the good work.
I nod. Thank you. A phone rings. So this is Iris's phone. Call you Celery again. You mean that kids show? And we're gonna go through everything here. Hey, what about my accomplishments? And they just skip through that. Yeah, our accomplishments doesn't mean anything. Let's not think too much into it. Hello. It's important to be thorough. Well, hello to you too. Yeah, I'm kind of fed up because of that scene, but it's his funeral. No thanks. Because we never go with some of those events. Yeah, there's also the Richard Donovan mission about Rook. Because I want to see what happens after that, but if they haven't updated the taking him out, but I don't think it's not. I don't think it matters. But if it does, I'm gonna repick some scenarios into like some more favorable options. I'm used to field ops. this time... Yeah, we already seen these already. Don't say anything. Well, let's just stop him. Block. Skip this entire part as well. I feel like because the last time I also didn't save where we left off, so we can't skip this part. Bella turns to me. Hello, Luna. Bye, Luna.
I don't know where the money...
Skip this part. Keep skipping. Because now I'm concerned about my data. Yeah, sometimes I don't see the spinning hourglass and then I just assume it didn't load. Let me just check one more time whether if my avatar is still there. Yes. There's only that one instance where my avatar suddenly wasn't showing because I accidentally minimized the software for that. But anyway, let's just skip. Call you celery again. I'll let you know when it's done. It's no big deal. This time, you don't need to know. Yeah, but anyway, even if based on this, even if we skip, even if Celeste didn't know, she knows anyway, and we told her, do you? Keep skipping. Your choice. See how it plays out. We never actually picked the final option as well in this run. I don't care. I want to get paid. That's nice and all, but we're here to do a job.
That's right. We don't care about your story. We just want to get paid.
That's a little harsh, isn't it?
Iris glances at us and we quiet down. Then she looks at Nathan.
I'm sorry, but we'll have to insist on bringing you in.
Nathan sighs.
I was afraid you'd say that.
This part will be the same. Shoot! But I'm faster. Yeah, I got him. And yeah, I don't think the mission outcome will... Yeah, I doubt the mission outcome would lead us to... Iris will lead us to the outcome that we want. A job's a job. It doesn't matter what we think.
Yup, I only care about those sweet, sweet credits.
It's possible we could have done more, but I'm not sure it would have changed the outcome. He did seem pretty set in what he was doing.
Can we skip this part? Iris clears her throat.
We were here to do a job, and we did it. Anything else does not concern us.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too.
And now that this job is over, we can focus on the next one.
Yeah, and this part, yeah, the fact Vela keeps like smile when she says, "Oh, we just finished that expertly," kind of doesn't sit right with the continuity. But maybe it's intentional as well. Wording is vague. Hunting for a new Kai or a new navigator. I don't want a new Kai. Kai is Kai, and we all like Kai, right? Keep skipping. Take out my earbuds. Curious to know what song this is? She likes Eurobeat, so we're gonna pick Eurobeat. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Will she accept the earbud? If not, we're gonna restart it all over again. Share the earbud. Here. I offer her one of the earbuds, and she blinks in surprise. You need to make sure it's the right track. These apps aren't always accurate if there's a remix.
That's a good point.
Ah, she does not accept the earbud because we are being too cold. Or something.
Yep, that's the right one.
Go back. Well, we have to restart then. And somehow it shows her hugging a pongo. For some reason. Stay still. Iris presses a finger to her lips. I nod and listen for any sign of movement in the hall. All I can hear is a faint rustling noise, and it sounds like it's coming from inside the closet. Wait, what? Iris's eyes narrow. She must have heard it too. I peer around us using the thin crack of light streaming in from the door to see, and I spot a stack of papers sliding off a broken shelf beside Iris. Oh no. Without thinking, I dart forward and grab the papers, holding them securely in place. That was too close. I slowly relaxed until I realized that I'm pressed against Iris. Well, this is awkward. Iris stares at me with bewildered eyes and flushed cheeks. Crap, she has no idea what I'm doing. I try to direct her attention to the shelf, but every movement seems to press us closer together and keeps her gaze firmly on me. This isn't helping at all. I make one last exaggerated head gesture towards the shelf. Her eyes narrow, but she glances up. And I breathe in a sigh of relief. Finally. When she looks back at me, she nods in approval. Even though we're still forced into this compromising position, I feel relaxed against me. Suddenly the door swings open, leaving us blinking at the light. Kai pauses before sliding into a grin.
Not interrupting anything, am I?
Iris immediately ducks out of the closet.
Not at all.
Nope. I shake my head and push the papers back one last time before stepping into the hall.
Sure.
Despite Kai snickering, Iris clears her throat.
Let's focus. We still have a job to do.
Yeah, this part will be the same. Without hesitation, Iris steps down the corridor, Kai and I follow after her. Well, we're gonna restart this whole part yet again. Yeah, all these combinations is where things are being weird. I feel like I have to keep multiple saves. This time I'm gonna make one save right here. This one? You'll be surprised how underhanded some of those.
Either way, I appreciate your help with the mission.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother reading it because we already read that before as well. Were there any parts I could have improved?
About before.
This part will be the same, right? Sorry, go ahead.
So, when we were in that predicament, I just want to say that I understand you had to move in close to catch the falling box.
Oh, she says something different. I breathe a sigh of relief. I hope she wouldn't get the wrong impression as to why I got so close, and it sounds like she didn't. My face flushes as I recall how closely we pressed against each other, and I quickly shake my head. I have to stop thinking about that. Okay, I was going to say the same thing, so I'm glad we're on the same page. Iris nods, a faint pink dusting her cheeks.
What happened between us will remain a secret. Is that clear?
Despite her lingering blush, I cannot mistake the level of authority. This time, we're gonna pick the first one. Yes, ma'am. She lets out the breath and smiles.
Good.
Well, what about Kai, though? He did see us in there. Yeah, she have the power of persuasion. What's that one quote in the Ace Attorney game? suggestive persuasion or something like that. Yeah, the one that Prosecutor Blackcoat uses. But yeah, we're just gonna skip this entire part yet again, and this time any typical option. We're gonna pick the third option just for consistency's sake, and as for the rest, I'm just gonna not be an asshole in front of Iris, or at least show a bit of emotion. I don't trust it. Cut the bullshit. Stay out of my way. Let's be modest in this context. Yeah, with her, I really need to be really careful. I didn't do anything. Yeah, still the same. They all still.
That just...
And anything with no Iris, we're gonna pick the default third option. Keep skipping. I respect that. I'm sorry you guys have to bear with me until I get that point, get that part, that scene with Iris. Don't question it. Walk alongside her. It's just fruit. We part ways. Head up the stairs. I like a challenge. Yeah, I'm gonna pick some of the like more optimal options. Not sure about this. I will pick. Make another save right here. And be as accurate as possible.
Are you that really? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, this part will also not sure about this one, but did I pick this before? I wonder what she's thinking, but I can't read her expression. Yeah, I think I just also I kind of also messed that up as well, but I think we also pick some more optimal options. Kai and Vela enter the lounge. Yeah, I'm just wait. Got me a cake. There's also one part in it. This is nice. Thanks. I'm honored. Yeah, this time I'm gonna not pick any suboptimal. Not sure either the first or the second one. First one. Yeah, it feels like if there's a jingle there, I think it's like we're picking the right options. Keep moving on. So far, there's no different dialogues. Even if we're like acting, like if we're playing like as respective as ever. Sorry, I've been busy. There's a guy. She thinks she's so clever. Yeah, I'm kind of also want to be in line with our third option, consistency. I think once we're past that point, I want to make like multiple saves from now on. We end up with the Raiders, right? This is where, yeah, Raiders incoming. We skip through all that. Iris smiles. Not sure which is the correct option. Pay to do this?
That doesn't make it any less impressive.
Yeah. Keep skipping.
We're all good, thanks to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that part. I don't know why that part isn't skippable. I'd rather not. I'm okay, thanks. Bye bye. Come on. We see. Just doing my job. Color celery. Kids show. And the girls walk in. Getting along great. Yeah, some of them are. I'm not sure what this context I should pick. No way Kai's ever meeting my sister. Yeah, some of the options are pretty easy to like choose. It's important to be thorough. And some of the scenarios I'm just gonna be default and then just click on the third option. But I feel like I missed some of Vela's. Come to think of it, if that's the case, I probably missed some of Vela's scenes as well. But maybe it's just a bit of extra dialogue for all we know. Your funeral. No thanks. Keep skipping. Yeah. Hi Iris. Listen. Yeah, skip this entire part. Taking back alive. Yeah, maybe that Iris would like agree. Iris dismisses the meeting. Gather my equipment used to field ops. This time we can actually pick this or this, but not the first one. Pick the second one. Stop him. Block. Yeah, I don't think those two quick time events actually matter too much. We can also ignore and just let the rook die, right? But if that's the case, the lone wolf will also die. But I'm not gonna kill anyone in this run. I'm not trying to get anyone killed, apart from the raiders. Yeah, the raiders dying are basically scripted events. If you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know where the money comes from, but
Everyone heard that, didn't they?
Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, raiders dying being a scripted event or a canon event, yeah, just watch my earlier episodes. You will know. Third option. Call your salary again. I'll let you know when it's done. Not a big deal. You don't need to know. Yeah, sometimes it's amusing when you pick like the third option and it basically falls in line. Yeah, I've been saying that multiple times, but it's just so fun to watch that. Loud knocking. Do you sleep naked with your balls out? Okay. Your choice. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. See how it plays out. This is the entire arc of you should turn yourself in. Shoot. But I'm faster. We can still skip this part as well. Wording is vague. Hello Iris, curious to know the song. EARRAPE. Second moment of truth of the episode. Okay, share the earbuds and listen to the song together. Yeah, that we used like at least like what, half an hour to do so. Let me check. Okay, for 15 more, each fail cost us 15 minutes from this point on. Here, I offer I offer one of the earbuds. She blinks in surprise. This part
That's
is
true.
Ah! Finally! Woo! After all this. Finally! After all this time. Woo! I hope that my neighbors don't hear me scream, but yeah, this is a happy moment for me. Finally! Find a freaking Lee! Whew. She scoots closer and accepts the earbud. We're so close that our shoulders touch, and I feel the heat rising in my face. She shifts against me when she brushes her hair out of the way. Our eyes meet when she slips the earbud into her ear, and she smiles softly. A small blush tinges her cheeks. When she looks down at the phone, I hit play. The track has a solid beat. I try my best to focus on the music, but I can't stop thinking about how I can feel Iris against me. She glances at me, accidentally meeting my gaze, and then quickly turns away. Her cheeks redden, and my face feels hot. I can't believe she caught me staring. Eventually, the song thumbs its last few beats, and Iris pulls out the earbud.
So, what do you think?
And the options change as well! Finally! Woo! We did it, boys and girls, ladies and gents. I'm sorry about that. I was so... We finally got that moment. We can... I think in this 3 options, we can still pick the... I think it's safe to pick the second option as a default. I'm not ready for us to split apart yet. We have to listen to another song. This is definitely a song that needs an encore.
You liked it that much?
Of course. Iris blinks, pleasantly surprised by my reaction. And I enjoy the company even more. I offer her back... Wait, what? I offer back her earbud, and a small blush colors her cheeks. She accepts it with a small, soft smile.
Then I'll have to agree.
Hey, Iris, are you here?
Why are you here? I thought... Vela, why? Vela? I'm startled by Vela's sudden presence. I was so focused on the music that I didn't even hear her enter the lounge. Why does she appear in this outcome? She takes in the two of us sitting so closely together and freezes. Her eyes grow wide.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
What? Why is this happening? Why is the options appear as what I was thinking? Why is there a Vela in my Iris route? Yeah, it's really funny if I pick this, right? What am I saying? We're making this worse as well. Vela! I was trying to score some brownie points with Iris. Why must you do this to me? Vela gasps and squints suspiciously.
I know exactly what you're trying to do, mister.
She does.
You're trying to get in good with the captain.
I grin and hold back my laughter. Of course that's how she interpret it. I can't say this word now. Interpret it. Whatever. This word. Something like that.
Nothing like that.
Iris glares at me and points to the earbuds.
We were just talking about music.
Vela gasped again.
Bribing the captain to earn her favor? You should be ashamed.
You caught me. Vela watches me. I don't think she's fully convinced that's Wait, what? I don't think she's fully convinced that that's all there is. I think that's correct. Iris clears her throat,
Anyway, what can I do for you, Vela?
and I lost my voice cheering for that scene that happened. Whew.
Oh, right.
She blinks back to normal.
I wanted to ask if you received the request I sent for parts. I had to make a couple of adjustments after sending the first request, so I sent a follow-up. But then Beep Boop found a pipe that needs to be replaced after I already sent a follow-up, so I had to send a third request. And then I realized that all of those requests might be confusing, so I came up here to clarify what we actually need so we don't order the wrong parts.
Iris nods.
Sure. Let's go take care of that.
Vela grins and looks at me.
Sorry, but I'm stealing her away.
No! I guess I'll forgive you this time. Iris smiles and then stands up.
We'll chat again after.
Inconsistent text, but never mind. We at least got the scene. Sounds good. As the girl leave, Iris sneaks one more glance in my direction and grins. She raises her hand with the bracelet and mouths a thank you. Then she catches up to Vela and the two of them exit the lounge. I find myself smiling from ear to ear as I slip in both earbuds. Instead of resuming my playlist, I replay the EARRAPE song. Whew. Eventually, a message from Kai interrupts my music. The Crimson Ox finally wore off, and it's my turn to fly. Whew. This part will be the same. We can finally skip all of these parts now. But yeah, I think the third option is not suitable to when we're with Iris. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick the third option if we are with Iris, but not a greeting this time. Hello, Pango.
Boy.
Well, that was productive. He hops away and join another group of Pangos. And yes, we can finally move on with the story! Woohoo! And we're gonna keep skipping this part entirely. Can't hurt to say hi. Do I wanna let them work? Not sure. Ever since that happened, I wanna like make sure that I don't get the wrong scenes. We can override it on over here now. I should let you work. Oh wait, I also could. I'm not sure if there's any dialogue options that come after here. No, I don't. No, there's not. You know what? Let's just pick this option first. Well, I know you're busy, so I'll let you two get back to work. They nod and resume painting while I step away from the house. I walk through the sanctuary. Yeah, it's basically just skipping like some extra dialogue. Or maybe we could, yeah, you know what? Pick this option.
Huh?
Sister.
Yeah, this part.
No, he.
Oh.
Yeah,
Although,
same.
I guess this kind of gives both of them a point. But yeah, the outcome is the ending will be, the outcome will be the same as well. Yeah, the text that comes after, you know. Okay, I actually am losing my voice after that that cheering. And I'm sorry for the ear rapes for some of you who may or may, well, for especially those who are wearing headphones or earbuds themselves. I am especially sorry about that. Or if you're watching in a public area with the speakers cranked to the max. I am really, really sorry about the potential hardware damage and your ear damage, but don't sue me. I don't have the money to you know, compensate you guys, but please do accept my apology, because I am so happy that I got that scene with Iris. Anyway, let's just continue. We can skip this part, right? Can we skip this part? Okay, we can. Leave them alone, I suppose. I guess if she's isn't interested in me, then I guess I should leave her alone. The last thing I want to do is bother any of them. We can skip. I'm gonna be like the most obvious. I'm gonna be Captain Obvious right here. My guess is that it's not you specifically, but something that you've got on you.
All I have is my medical bag.
We can skip this part as well. And Kai up here. This option.
Don't lump me in with her. I'm the victim here.
The two of you have way too much time on your hands. I just give him a look. Luna adds a tick to the failed column.
I saw that.
She smiles.
Aww, perhaps this little cutie will make you feel better.
Luna picks up the pink pongo and offers her to Kai. The pongo stares at him. She cocks her head to the side and blinks twice, then she turns her face away in a little pout. Kai's face is a steely mask.
That doesn't count.
Luna tries to hide her giggles, but fails.
That's it, I have to redeem myself. And I will come back victorious, Luna. Just you wait.
We can skip this part, right? Yeah, we can actually keep skipping. Yeah, my voice is hoarse right now. This option? Probably not. They seem a lot more independent than dogs, so they might be really hard to train. Vela nods.
Yeah, that's why they made this sanctuary, right? Because the Pongos were impossible to control.
Yeah, yep, probably best not to try then. Vela kneels down and pets the Pongo closest to her, and we can skip this part. Or
Beep boop, don't run off like that.
Or maybe we couldn't. Yeah, this like Beep Boop rarely comes out of the ship to accompany Vela, but yeah, only in Vela route you can actually see some mentions of Beep Boop. But past the first dinner with Kai, that Kai made the dinner with Beep Boop as well, we never see Beep Boop ever again. I think. Yeah, I think all of these part is the same. We can just skip. Nothing moves my stony heart. I'm sorry. Yeah, my throat kind of hurts right now. Oh, you know what? I might as well just grab a drink. I really need it. Okay, I don't know where my drink went. And I accidentally left my drink out and the ice has melted. Yeah, I bought a drink earlier in the day before I just returned back before I literally started the recording. So yeah, I bought a drink on my way back and the ice has melted and the drink, well, it's still edible. I'm not sure edible is the right word, but yeah, there's still flavor. Not all the it didn't go bland or didn't lose most of this flavor, because what I bought is a, can I say it's a smoothie? Yeah, it's basically, no, not smoothie. What do you call What do you call something that is a smoothie but without milk? What's that called? Oh, slushy. Yeah, I bought a slushy. That's the correct term for it. Yeah, learn something every day as well. What was the log? It's alright. Vela looks at me like I've sprouted two heads.
Just alright. Are we looking at the same thing here?
Yeah, my throat is not that comfortable after screaming. And I'm sorry. But I'm really grateful for all the help from the community in the Discord server that points me to the right way to get the scene. Yeah. She shakes her head.
Okay, we need to chat with Luna because I'm no longer convinced. You have a heart in that icy cold chest of yours.
I shrug. I just don't see what the big deal is. Yeah, we're not going on her route anyway, so it's fine. This part will be the same. And we'll end up with Iris, right? Iris. I am not sure which is a good option here. Gonna save over here. We never picked this option before. It's a little strange how similar Pongos are to people. I didn't expect to see a couple looking for a house to settle down in.
Me neither, but I think that's a big part of why Pongos seem to understand us so well.
Yeah, this option is actually the best one for some reason. Because I feel like in the first two runs, the second option obviously is not the correct answer. And the first option, she just roasted us for not noticing. I don't know why. But yeah, this feels like the most optimal option in my opinion. That's true. I never thought of that before. Iris nods. Soon all of the Pongos disperse throughout the enclosure. Iris glances around and nods in satisfaction. We're gonna skip this part. Because we're already... No. Oh, we never... I think in this one we never picked the second option. Don't be sad. One day you'll find someone who cares as deeply for you as that Pongo does. Yeah, don't be sad. One day you'll find someone who cares as deeply for you as that Pongo does.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, I also take a closer look and notice the tears like just fades out into obscurity. Yeah.
How do you know?
Just a hunch. She looks at me and I grin knowingly. She holds my gaze and smiles.
I hope so. Anyway, the rangers and volunteers are all packing up, so we should head out too.
Iris presses on her comm.
All right, team. Finish up what you're doing and let's meet back on the ship.
We can skip this part as well. And... yeah, this time Iris isn't here, so... Kai, you're on your own! Oh jeez, I'm suddenly feeling really tired too.
Bro!
I grin and flash him a mischievous smile. Anyway, I hear my vet calling my name, so I'm going to head out too. Good luck working things out.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And we can skip this part, right? Oh, we can't. I chuckle as the two of them stare each other down. After waving goodbye, I exit the lounge and head down the corridor. Ah, because there's a checkpoint. As soon as I reach my room, I collapse gratefully onto my bed and sink deep into the pillows. We can call you celery again. Huh? My hands fly to my head and I smooth down my hair. Slash giggles.
Did you just wake up?
No, I was just resting on the bed.
Uh-huh. I hate to break it to you, big bro, but resting in your bed is
If I don't call my eyes, it's not considered sleeping. Now, is it? No, I swear I wasn't asleep. We just came back from a mission and I was taking a break. Yeah, I'm thinking the same, a babysitting job.
Since when do mercenaries babysit?
It was a babysitting job. Well, it wasn't people.
I'm extra confused.
We were looking after Pangos. Her eyes widened.
Wait, pongos? Cute, squishy, happy pongos?
I wonder how Pangos have I asked this question before? I wonder how Pangos reproduce. Like amoebas, but it's kind of established that Pangos have male and female. So I'm guessing in a way Pangos kinda do how normal. Huh. I really need to think about that. Maybe they just reproduce like any normal animal. I don't think they lay eggs, but I think it's like how do I put it? Flatworms? Is that how flatworms reproduce? Like basically one pango just the male pango basically just how do I put it without sounding dirty, but well, we're talking biology here, right? So I'm guessing pangos just, the male pango just inserts or just puts his semen into the female, and then the female just when gets pregnant somehow, or the female would just like somehow split apart. Like the female either got pregnant or maybe it just gets bigger, and then when a baby pango form, it just splits off from the mother, and then that's how baby pangos are formed, right? I am not entirely sure until the dev says otherwise. But yeah, or they could also be asexual for all we know. But anyway, we can skip this part, right? Yeah.
Where did you find them?
Okay, I don't think we seen this. They were literally all over the planet.
A whole planet?
Yeah, this part will be the same, and I broke my sister for a while. That depends. It's not about me again, is it? What did she ask? She giggles.
Nope, not this time.
Oh, I think it's because we chose the third option. Then sure. Then we can skip this. Oh, no.
Okay.
That is very polished.
Oh, you're just saying that.
That was not bad at all. I would have never guessed that it was your first piece. It sounded very professional. Yeah. Nope, I mean it. It was good.
Thanks.
You're really talented, sis. Mom would be so proud of you. Yeah, you know, I also wanna interject with, like, this is, well, even if we don't, even, you know, back during that scene with Iris, even if she doesn't accept the earbud, she will also, we can also yeah, it's basically telling us that we can be a couple with her anyway, but yet that scene is still not solidifying us to locking down her own path, because we can still kind of experiment and like hang out with the other girls as well. But after the bar scene, it will kind of be established that you are kind of locked into that one girl, and try not to cheat after that point, or basically stay loyal. Or maybe, I'm not sure which is the part where you're officially on a certain girl's route, but basically one where you go onto the bar with Kai, and the other one is probably with on after the Aksari basically the Desert Planet Aksari arc, where you find Nova and basically don't flirt with her. But anyway, we are going to skip this part. Can we skip this part? Yeah, we're just gonna continue to skip. Just normal. A normal person, I guess.
Oh, good?
She giggles.
I thought you were going to say something worse. But I'll accept normal.
And yeah, this part will be the same. We're gonna keep skipping. When I eventually wake up. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Iris nods.
I've got a few things to wrap up before we take off. Feel free to take some time to yourself, and I'll let everyone know what the plan is when we're ready.
Okay. Sounds good. And thanks again. She offers me a final smile as I leave her quarters. And we can... That's all for now. Derek nods.
If I was able to help at all, then I'm glad.
I should get going. I need to follow up on what you've told me. Derek nods.
It was nice to see you. And I'm glad you're doing okay after everything that happened.
We can skip this part, right? I don't think picking the third option is a correct one. Because I can skip that part as well, I think. Because I can't remember which part did I skip. Because let's just go back for a little bit. Yeah. You could be... Oh, we can also... Oh, I think we picked the second one that last time. But I can't remember. Do I want to go with Kai? Let's skip here. Let's save here. That's not I think I'll pass this time. That isn't really my scene.
No worries, we can also do none of the above and chill. Think of this as just hanging out with your good friend Kai. When's the last time we got to do that as bros?
That's true. I don't have to do anything I don't want to do. And I can still have a good time just chatting to Kai if that's all I'm up for. Yeah, this is like a... Nah, I want to stay in. I'm sorry, dude. I'm just not feeling up for it. Maybe next time. Kai shrugs.
Alright, I'll be sure to text you about all the fine honeys you're missing out on.
Thanks, I guess. Kai grins. He waves before exiting the lounge. I hope he doesn't get into too much trouble. Peaceful tranquility settles over the ship. I think I would reload that scene as well. I stifle a yawn. With the crew gone, I should take advantage of the quiet and get some proper rest. I can't remember the last time I had a long sleep without any interruptions. The door slides open and I enter the corridor that leads to the quarters. I go to my room and get ready for bed. I'm excited by the prospect of a deep and restful sleep. Spreading my arms, I fall back onto the bed with a soft thumb and give in to the comfort. Soon I'm fast asleep. I think I will reload that part. I feel well rested. I kind of forgot what comes after. Beside her is an empty plate. We'll go back for a while because I think the scene with Iris will be the same even if we go to the bar. This time we'll pick this and then it'll be nice. Alright, sure, for my good friend. Alright, sure, for my good friend, Kai. For my good friend, Kai. He grins.
Excellent. This is going to be a good night.
It's gonna be a good night. No. So, where to then?
Don't worry about that. I know exactly where to go.
We're gonna skip this part. Water. Just water. Kai raises a brow.
You did hear the part where I said I'm buying, right?
Yeah. He shrugs.
Alright, water it is then.
After Kai orders our first round of drinks, he leans his back against the bar and surveys the floor. His gaze lingers on a particularly busty brunette passing by.
Not bad, huh? What do you think?
This time, do I wanna save over, like say over here? I'm not here to find anyone. I didn't come here to pick up any girls.
That's funny, because I did.
I guess I should have seen that coming. Kai grins.
Well, if you're not interested in helping yourself, maybe you'll be interested in helping me.
Yeah, this one. Can we? Your wingman is here for you. You know it. I won't leave my bro hanging like that.
Thanks, man.
You got it. So, are we looking for that brunette?
Nope, I've spotted someone even better.
This is the twin, right? Yes, we have to reload this. I'm gonna reload this, and I already have someone I like. I think the bar was a good choice.
And the brunette?
I didn't really notice her.
I don't believe that for a
Yeah,
second.
this part will be the same. Iris. It's Iris. It's Iris. Kai chuckles.
I thought you'd say that.
You did? How did you know?
You two have spent a lot of time together. It doesn't take a genius to put two and two together.
I suppose you're right. Kai nods knowingly.
You got a thing for women in power, huh? I can see the appeal, although I certainly wouldn't go for it myself. You'll want to be careful with her.
I don't plan on hurting her.
She's not the one I'm worried about.
You're worried about us? He winks. Should I be concerned? After a short laugh, Kai shakes his head.
I'm just messing with you. As the person here who has known Iris the longest, I can tell you that she's fiercely loyal. If she considers you one of her people, she'll go to the end of the universe and back for you. It's entering her inner circle that can be a challenge. You'll need to be patient with her.
What's the best way to get her to trust you?
Just be yourself. She appreciates authenticity.
I nod. Thanks for the insight. Kai nods and then grins.
Now that I've helped you, it's time for you to help me.
Help you how?
What did I say when we came out? That we...
Yeah, this part will be the same. Okay, I am not sure which is the better option. I'm gonna pick a save right on the same on the same save right here. I have a feeling this isn't really about me and whether or not I want to score. I think Kai just wants some backup. Yes, I'll wingman for you, Kai. He grins.
I knew bringing you along was a good idea.
Go big or go home, right?
Exactly.
Alright. Watch the master work. Wearing my winning smile, I head towards the twins. Kai is just a step behind me. They watch us approach and sip their drinks apprehensively. What's my game plan here? A good wingman's job is to make his friend look like the best option in this place. Therefore, the most surefire way to impress the woman is to bring up Kai's strengths. First option? Hello ladies, how's your night going?
Pretty well so far.
Her sister nods. That's good, and luckily for you, it's about to get better. The twins share a glance with each other. Let me introduce my friend, Kai. Kai offers the girls his signature charming grin.
Pleasure to meet you.
The twins melt into coy smiles.
Oh, nice to meet you, Kai. I'm Melissa, and this is my sister, Larissa. Hi.
Did you know that Kai here is a navigator and communications expert?
We didn't. Do you two work together?
We sure do, and that's why I can say with certainty that he's the real deal. He saved my butt more times than I can count.
Saved you from what?
The better question is, what hasn't he saved me from? Our line of work can get pretty dangerous. Most recently, he navigated us out of a nebula storm. The twins both gasp in wonder. Their eyes shine as they fawn over Kai.
A nebula storm? You must have been so scared. How did you survive? Are you okay?
Kai smoothly takes over. His arms snake around their shoulders while he answers their questions. I grin and slowly fade away from the table. It looks like Kai's got it from here. Now that my work here is done, I think it's time to head back. I finish up my drink and exit the bar. Luckily, I remember the way back to the spaceport and easily secure myself a ride. Leaning against the window, the city lights blur together as we speed past. I'm not sure whether this is also a good option though, because we kinda stay kind of later. If not, we didn't go back earlier, right? If we choose the first option, we go back earlier. I wanna just double check something. How about, let me look up something. I'm not sure. Not sure where I post bar scene. Yeah, you know, I think there's, I think with, I don't know whether if I missed anything with Luna, but yeah, I kind of did miss anything. I think I missed it with Luna because in Luna's route, I also kind of accidentally enter into Vela's route a bit. But in this case, we see Iris right here. As I enter the lounge, I'm surprised to find Iris in there. She sits on the couch, her laptop open in her lap. Oh, hi.
Hi.
She seems just as surprised to see me, and more than a little curious. I thought everyone would be in bed by now.
I'm going to bed as soon as I finish up my work.
Why not?
Did you just come back?
Yeah, Kai's still at the bar.
Ah,
It's clear she needs no further explanation.
I expect we won't be seeing him at all tonight.
Probably not.
It looks like you're back early then.
Oh, is it early? I thought I was coming back late.
Late in the evening, but early for other activities.
What are you implying? I raise a brow. Other activities? Iris hesitates but recomposes herself. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm sure Kai must have shown you what he does at a bar.
Oh, totally. First, he offered to buy me a drink. Iris nods. Then he pointed out to some girls he liked.
That sounds about right.
And then we just talk about our feelings. She blinks.
You talked?
Yep.
To the girls?
No. To each other. Iris continues to stare, and I chuckle. Is that really so surprising?
Yes,
How come?
because in all the time I've known Kai, not once has he gone to a bar to just talk. Especially not to another guy.
Fair enough. I laugh and I catch Iris smiling. I wonder if she finds this situation amusing.
So, What girls did you two talk about?
How did you know we were talking about girls?
It's Kai.
Yeah, that's fair. Iris sighs.
Was he reminiscing about a hookup again?
No, on the contrary, he was actually helping me out with a girl I'm interested in.
Oh?
Iris tries to play it cool, but I can tell her interest is piqued. She keeps her body relaxed but watches me intently.
Who were you talking about?
Is this a good option? I think we're kind of locked in. I mean, post-bar scene is where you can kind of lock in your answer. Kind of want to make the save right here. Because yeah, the earbud scene is all I care about, to be honest. Oh yeah, there's also this scene. I don't want to save over this one because just in case there's no scene in the morning. Just in case this scene overwrites the one that you'll see with her in the morning. I think I'm gonna hold on. Let me just make the save right here. Make her guess. I grin. Guess. Iris looks intrigued.
Okay. Is it someone I know?
Yes, very well. Better than anyone else. Iris plays with a lock of hair. She sneaks glances my way.
Then is it someone you've known for long?
Not really, but when you know, you know. A small smile graces her lips.
I'd agree. But I think you need to do more recon work to know if there's really something more.
You're right. That's why I've been taking it at a pace both wait, what? That's why I've been taking it at a pace both she and I are comfortable with to see where it goes. Iris's voice is soft.
I bet she appreciates that.
You think so? She blinks, surprised she said that. Her cheeks burn pink and she quickly clears her throat.
Anyway, I'm sure it's been a long night.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, she's embarrassed now.
You should get some rest. I still have a couple of things that I need to finish, and then I'll be off to bed too.
Okay, sure. I won't keep you then.
Have a good night.
You too. After saying goodbye, Iris returns to her laptop. I exit the lounge and enter the quarters where I find my room. Then I quickly get ready for bed and crawl beneath the covers. Today has been an exhausting day. Now that I'm lying down, it's all catching up to me. My thoughts soar with the day's events, and I fall asleep to strange dreams. I can skip this part, right? No, apparently not. Because there's a checkpoint. I wake up feeling well rested. Do we see the scenes? Hold on. Oh, you actually skip the scenes. If you... Oh, now that I realize that, I probably could have explored those scenes once again, but that means I have to go to 3 more routes and decline Sky offer to go to the bar. Yeah, we actually skipped that, and there's a scene where we decline Kai here, and there's another one right that comes after. This is that was the post-bar scene, but I'm not sure which is. Okay. Now I'm intrigued. This is the conference call scene, but do I want to make a save somewhere? We can make the save above here. Or this time here. We can make the save here. Yeah, let's stick it to 1 page. I don't feel like going to multiple pages. I want to go back here and see which one is the more optimal one. We're gonna look at this load, right? We can decline, right? Not really my scene. Nah, I wanna stay in. Wake up feeling well rested. Yeah, for some reason, she's right here. Wait, what? Iris sits at the dining table, focused on her laptop. Beside her is an empty plate. Hey, Iris. She glances up and smiles.
Hello. Grabbing some lunch?
Breakfast, technically. And coffee. Can't forget the coffee. She nods and indicates her own mug.
That is a necessity.
I prepare my food and beverage and join Iris at the table. I sip my freshly brewed coffee and grimace. It tastes dull and muddled.
Is something wrong with the coffee?
Not wrong, but it's an adjustment. When I was at IAP, a fresh cup of coffee was a staple. Iris nods.
Older beans are never as good as fresh ones. And while we travel, we're at the mercy of whatever we can stock up on.
Yeah, it's no big deal, but I do miss the taste of freshly roasted coffee.
I miss it too.
She hesitates, carefully considering her next words.
Maybe the next time we're free, we can go check out a cafe.
This option! I don't even hesitate. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Iris looks pleasantly surprised.
I didn't expect you to answer so quickly.
Good coffee and good company. It sounds like the perfect date. She smiles.
I'm glad you think so too.
Cool. So, when would you like to go?
I'll let you know. Right now, confirming our next contract is my priority.
Sure, that makes sense.
Speaking of which, negotiations are taking longer than expected. I should get back to work.
No problem. We can chat later. Iris nods and cleans up a plate. After she collects her laptop, she offers me one last smile before exiting the kitchen. I finish up my food and chug down my coffee. Since I've still got some time before my call, I think I'll relax with some TV. I head to the lounge. The room is blissfully empty, which means I can watch whatever I want. This part is entirely the same. But I don't want that to happen, so I want to pick this one where we had our bar scene with Kai. After a few rings, two faces flicker onto the screen. And we can actually skip all of these. We should get to work. Helen wrinkles her nose.
Oh, come on. It's been so long. Let me greet my old friends in peace.
Yeah, that's fair, right?
I nod. Okay, go ahead. Helen hesitates, then grins sheepishly.
I guess I already did that, didn't I?
Zeke laughs and I smile.
Since we're all catching up, I have to ask a very
Yeah, the printer thing. I did not miss that.
I will never take a working printer for granted again.
What did I say? There are some things I missed about IAP, but that printer is not one of them. Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, we can't skip this just yet. Helen sighs.
I eagerly await the day when I can experience that too.
The conversation slowly lulls and we can skip. I appreciate the help. Thanks for the help. I'm counting on you.
Maybe it'll be fun.
Ever the optimist.
We can skip this, right? Sounds good. And what did we actually say? Can I check the log now? Another loading. I don't know what I missed or didn't, or... to be honest, I have no idea. Sounds good. Alright, so... Wait, what? Alright, sounds good. Anyway, thanks so much. They smile. This entire part feels the same, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what part they skipped. Never mind. In other words, after tidying up my space, I exit my room. We can skip and we see Kai again. for some reason. I don't know why we see Kai here. Because I don't remember seeing him, to be honest. Because I remember the first time we see Vela. Default to the third option, this time. While that may be true, the point of these simulations isn't to replace reality anyway.
Isn't it? You're literally distorting your reality into something new.
Yeah, but isn't that what you do when you play a video game or read a book? You're escaping a reality for a little while to enjoy something new. VR and simulations do the same thing, just at a much more sophisticated level. Kai nods thoughtfully.
You make a very fair point, my friend. I take back my statement about sim rooms being pointless.
I nod.
But they still aren't real.
I sigh. I suppose my reality is Kai's unwillingness to let this go. The crack of the intercom interrupts us, and everything here will be the same. So I'm not entirely sure what... The rest of the team are gathered by the couch, so I quickly join them. When everyone is settled, Iris clears her throat, and I don't know why...
Good. We're all here.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't skip that one. That makes no sense. What does that mean exactly? Kai laughs.
It means the contract is and isn't ready. Something confusing about that?
Few things are confusing about that. Iris's look is all it takes to refocus us.
It means the job I was looking at.
Yeah, third option.
And a lot more wear on the engine.
What did I say? That's a lot more fuel for the same number of credits.
And a lot more waste of our time.
Exactly.
You should write a Yip review about him. 0 stars.
Same thing here. I think we are going to zen out on some TV, quiet and empty, no prying eyes. Yeah, not much to do here, to be honest. You know, I think this is about time that we stop the episode right here. I think the next episode we will cover the Aksari Desert Planet arc. So yeah, for now, we're gonna end this episode right here. So at the end of the day, we finally got that scene with Iris. We finally got Iris to share the earbuds, but somehow Vela suddenly runs in and interrupted our moment. And most of the parts we just skipped most of the parts as well, and then I also just figured out that after the bar scene, well, technically not after the bar scene, well, you can meet Iris here, but after the bar scene and you meet the girl of the route you choose, the morning after, you skipped that entire scene with her. I think the post bar scene and whatever happened here are like tied to each other. So if you get the post bar scene, you won't get the scene in the next day, or maybe it was a bug that I don't know about. But so far, we didn't receive the scenes with the previous two runs with Vela, or with neither Vela or Luna. So yeah, if you decline the bar scene with Kai, the next day you'll get a scene with the girl of the girl of your choice, I suppose, with the highest affection at that point. But yeah, I think that's all on this episode. Yeah, earlier on in this episode, we're just like restarting the game just to make sure that we can get the most optimal outcome. But for now, I think I'm just gonna end this episode right here, and then in the next episode with the Desert Planet arc, I hope that we can make a deal with Xenoc. So yeah, hopefully we can not make the deal fail through when we eventually head to our undercover slave trader mission. Undercover slave trader disguise, and we hopefully can make a deal with Xenoc at the time. So for now, I'm just gonna end the end the episode right here. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.